Hi there, this is video 520. So we're looking at normal distribution analysis, part 1. I should warn you, I found a very odd blog called Stats and Cats, and it had all these great statistics, means, and standard deviations about cats. So there's a few questions in the next little while, all about cats. More than you ever wanted to know about cats. Okay, so the gestation period or pregnancy cats has approximate mean of 64 days and a standard deviation of 3 days. The distribution of the gestation period is approximately normal. So let's draw a normal curve to show this data. This is going to be much better because it's much bigger. Make it long. Okay. I really regret in the last video that made everything so squishy. And then you draw yourself a nice curve. Whoopsies. Send it. Okay. And we're still going to divide it up in 8. So there's my middle. Now, I'm the one that divides it half and then half again. That makes me happy. If you have another way and you can just draw it and they all come out the same, that's awesome. So 0.15%, 2.35%. All right, there are percents. Notice how nice and symmetrical it is. All right, so we got that. We need to write frequency over here. And now we can actually care about the question. And it says the gestation has a mean of 64 days. Alrighty, so 64 goes in the middle. And a standard deviation of 3 days. So plus 3, plus 3, plus 3, minus 3, minus 3. All right, 64 and 3 is 67, plus 3 is 70, plus 3 is 73. 64 minus 3 is 61, minus 3 is 58, minus 3 more is 55. And that's when I said we should label the x-axis, that's what I'm talking about. So because this question is, this is in days, and this is in days. So that's what all these refer to. They refer to days. And the other ones we were writing practice because I didn't give you enough context to actually work it out. And we also need to label our graph. And this is gestation period. For cats. Because I bet you all wondered how long the kitty cat would be pregnant. All right. Now we're actually going to use it. So it says, what percent of the cats are pregnant less than 61 days? So here's what you do. Oh, I'm going to need a bunch of colors for this. Okay. So you find 61. And right now, all of these numbers here are sure to be on your graph. And I want to go less than that. So less than is going in this direction. So I'm just going to sketch that in with my pen here. And what that means is I'm going to add up all of those sections that I just colored. 0.15 plus 2.35 plus 13.5. That gives me 16%. Okay, notice it said what percent, and my answer is in percent, so we're good. All right, now it says less than 70 days. All right, 70 is way over here. So you know what? I'm just going to color some more. I want this part and this part. All right, so all of that, starting from here and going less than that. So 0.15 plus 2.35 plus 13.5, 34, 34 plus 13. Plus 13.5 plus 13.5. Wow. Hey y'all, something went really wrong because that's a percent. And I certainly shouldn't have over 100%. Let me try that again. I don't know what I did. So 0.15 plus 2.35 plus 10.5 plus 34 plus 34 plus 13.5. Yeah, 97.5. Yeah, so when you're doing this and you're adding up percents, if you ever add up to more than 100%, something wrong. Okay, so a couple other ways you could do this. One, you could recognize that that mean divides your graph in half. So you could have really just went, taken all this and said, okay, that's 50%, and then add on 34 and 13.5. Or some of you may think of it this way. What's the percent in the entire graph? If you have everything, you got everything right on a test, what did you get? Exactly. You could do 100% minus this one. I didn't color in that one. And I didn't color in that one. Whoops. So if I go 100 minus 2.35 minus 0.15, I should get. So either one of those is right. I don't, whatever works for you. Okay, I'm gonna switch to pencil because I gotta do some more coloring. More than 64 days. So I find 64 and I go more than that. So any bit that's more than 64. All right, what I just colored in with my pencil. So it's going to be 34 plus 13.5 plus 2.35 plus 0.15. And that's going to give me 50%. Or you really could just look at it and go, that's the mean. That's the middle. So half of that's going to be 50%. That'll work. Now, more than 73 days. So here's 73. And we want more than that. So that's just going to be 0.15. And those are percents. That's less than 1%. And now, oh, come on. Oh, different colored pen. Between 55 and 61 days. So there's 55. And there's 61. And we want this part. So we got 2.35 plus 13.5 15.85%. And there we go. Now we want 61. More bit left. And 73 days. So there's 61. And there's 73. So I want all of that. Then I need to add up 34 plus 34 plus 13.5 plus 2.35. And that's going to be 83.85. And there we go. That is more than you probably ever wanted to know about the gestation of cats, but possibly your introduction to normal distribution and thinking, not so bad. So the real key is making sure you get that picture drawn out. If this was an exam or something and you didn't have a whole bunch of different colored markers, there would be nothing wrong with redrawing the sketch. A lot of times I'll do that. I'm doing work on the board or something and it gets too messy. It's like, forget it. I'm just going to erase everything, start over. All right, that's the end of that one.